mention the guy who also got the Thunder crowd giddy, Josh Giddey, making big plays, out there stroking, but not playing a minor role. Let me see, he had 23, 8, and 6. But he can play some ball.
And homie, you got it wrong. Homie ain't getting on just 'cause homie got a song.
In this video, we'll talk about the Celtics breaking their 6-game winning streak versus the Thunder. But first, I'd like to welcome you to Doing It for GP. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment if you like the content, and if you so choose, scan the QR code to donate to the channel. And with that, this is your Celtics news break. Let's take this walk. The Boston Celtics lost to the Oklahoma City Thunder, and my takeaways as follows. First of all, last year, Oklahoma City Thunder put up 155 points on the Celtics, and that was without SGA or Chet Holmgren. Their youth and speed was clear then and even more now, especially since they have SGA and Chet Holmgren. Couldn't really do shit with SGA pretty much until the end. We'll get to that later. But that man, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, I will say his name, 36, 6, and 7. Absolutely unguardable. On MVP watch for sure. And Chet Holmgren, as I mentioned, 14 points with some clutch threes to help seal their deal. But he also had 7 assists. Clearly knows how to play this game, and those rebounds will come as his body gets a little bit more built. And lastly, for them, I'll mention the guy who also got the Thunder crowd giddy, Josh Giddey, making big plays, out there stroking, but not playing a minor role. Let me see, he had 23, 8, and 6. But he can play some ball. And as for the Celtics, I'm gonna highlight the guys who scored in double figures, but the first one is more of a low light. And that would be my guy, Jaylen Brown. Worst shooting game of the season for him. He had 15, 6, and 3, but on 4 of 18 from the field. Look, the ball handling wasn't the crux of his bad night, but the ugly side definitely showed. One got poked out while he was posting up, another he lost while he was driving, and another he lost while driving, but it went off his foot. But it wasn't like he was playing outside himself or the offense. It was just a bad night. But now to the guys who play well. Who else but Derek White? Even his bad shooting games look good. But, however, this one was not a bad shooting game. 19, 5, and 6 on 7 of 12 shooting. And honestly, we don't come back in that game without him. Next up, Kristaps Porzingis. And honestly, he would have got player of the game for me if not for that whole toe on the line shit. Like, big man, you too big for that. To not have the awareness to know that you gotta make sure your feet are behind the line. Also would have been a player of the game for me if he got the ball more, because the Thunder had no answer for him. 34, 10, couple of assists, few blocks. Look, anytime the Celtics run the offense through Kristaps Porzingis, everybody is able to eat. He creates such a disadvantage that everybody is able to get open looks consistently. Part of the reason we weren't able to do that, ironically after saying that, is my play of the game, Jason Tatum. And look, I don't care for the JT that gets hot while taking bad shots, regardless of the outcome. When he's attacking, even at the expense of others getting theirs, he's also opening up the offense for others, particularly when he sprinkles in kicking it out. 30, 13, and 8. And look, as the most realistic Tatum critic who's been a die-hard Celtics fan since inception, of course, most impressive thing in that stat line is 13 and 8. And if Jason Tatum is going to try to actively be the guy to have the ball in his hands down the stretch, trying to make every play to take over the game, then he better had stuffed that stat sheet, especially when it comes to assists. Many other guys had subpar games, including Drew Holiday. But hey, I mean, what are you going to do? They'll be better. We lost by 4, and the Thunder were rolling. Celtics are now 26 and 7. Best in the league. Till next time.
I'm just trying to follow up, motivated by more than getting hoes to swallow nut. Really getting in the game is just not enough. You'll see me coming down the lane when it's not